So I'm sitting here with Jordan Hinshaw. He is with, he's a business development executive with GreenTek Planet. He's got some really interesting kind of hemp-based products for tubes, cannabis products for recycling, maybe biodegradability. Why create some products like this? What's the demand?
So the demand has been to get away from plastics, which are responsible for 15% of global emissions, plastic waste being in the hundreds of millions of tons a year in single use. And so we realized that hemp was a faster, more economical source, but to develop it into a plastic resin was 10 times as expensive. So the real key to being able to manipulate this massive amount of industrial hemp that we have produced is to concentrate on logistics and a large supply chain order. So we've been working with FTID because they allow us to offer a strategic maneuver of cost-efficient packaging. The key is allow the consumer to stay within the margin of established science, which is 56% of consumers, based on the Global Nielsen report, are desiring to pay up to 20% increases on their products if it's eco-friendly. That means that there's also a 26% compound annual growth rate over the last 5 years for sustainable products. That means that you're rewarded for making choices that are eco-friendly because people are becoming conscious of the consequences of not doing it, and they're willing to work within those margins. A lot of companies have concentrated on more of a niche aspect, and that's good for them, but the reality is that if you don't stay within those psychological reasons to purchase, the business can't grow. So,
Flower's the #1 product sold, but in terms of products, carts are huge, tubes are huge, there's a lot of waste, and so you're helping to kind of get rid of that waste or at least make it biodegradable or preferably both. And so what's been the outcome? What's been the feedback? How are sales going?
Feedback has been amazing. Right now we're getting geared up for a 250,000 unit order, as well as a number of 50,000 unit orders that are spaced out over the months. We were recently interviewed and have been shown a lot of love from the cannabis industry because of the high demand from the consumers who are buying the final products. The gap in between the consumer and the manufacturer is what has caused us to creep carefully as we enter, but in reality, this is an eventuality or an inevitability, if nothing else.
I agree. It's a busy show here at the International Cannabis Business Conference. Jordan, I'm going to let you get back to it, but I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Take care. I hope I didn't stumble too much.
No, that was dope, dude.